Capitalism. So capitalism is a system that provides the most opportunity for the most people on this earth. There is no economic system even close to it. The other alternatives are socialism, communism, fascism. That's what Hitler did. Hitler ran the entire German economy, the Third Reich, ran it, but he allowed capitalism. So the companies like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, they were all around. Krupp in Germany, they could do and make money, but they had to answer to the government if they did anything the government didn't like. That's fascism. Communism is where the government controls every part of the marketplace. You can't do anything, okay? Now, in China, as a communist country, they allow some people to make a lot of money, but that's always the case. But the regular folks, no. Socialism is like a little bit not as intense as communism. You don't seize private property, but the government runs the economy. That's what Bernie Sanders and AOC, Mandani, that's what they want. Okay. Now, capitalism to me has been, I personal experience, my God. I got out of Boston University in the mid-'70s with a master's in broadcast journalism. I didn't have enough money, and this is literally true, put gasoline in my car to drive from Boston to Scranton, Pennsylvania, which was my first job. I had to borrow $20 to get a tank full of gas to get out there. And I said to the general manager of the station WNEP TV in Scranton, I said, look, you're going to have to advance me some money to put down an apartment or I'm going to be living under a bridge. You want me to live under a bridge? I don't have any money. So I started with zero, nothing, no assets. And I've, through hard work, and I'm using my God-given talents, and they are God-given, okay, I am now a wealthy individual. Could not have happened in any other system but capitalism, okay? Now, if Bernie Sanders had his way, he'd take 50, 60% of what I have earned through hard work and sacrifice, he'd just take it away and do whatever he wants with it. So I can't possibly support it. But there is a new poll, Gallup, okay, about capitalism. First question. Off the top of your head, would you say you have a positive or negative image of each of the following? Capitalism. Positive image, 54%, the lowest number ever on a Gallup poll about capitalism. Negative about capitalism in the United States, 42%. Now, this is in 4 years, down 6 points. So 2021, 60% were positive toward capitalism. Socialism. Right now, 39% of Americans have a positive view of socialism. You want to give up your economic freedom? Apparently 40% of Americans do. They don't care. Yeah, I'll give up my economic freedom. Staggering to me. Okay. Now that number was 4 years ago, 38%. So that's stayed pretty much the same. Joining us now from Columbia, South Carolina, capital of the state, is Patrick Brown. He is a fellow at the Ethics and Public Policy Center. That's a conservative group, think tank based in D.C. Why do you think younger Americans in particular are souring on capitalism, which has been proven over and over and over again to be the way to lift yourself from poverty, from working class status into affluence? What has changed?
Well, capitalism definitely has a PR problem. There's no doubt about it. When you look at the polling, the young people today, they do have that hesitancy. They hear capitalism and they think not the Bill O'Reilly of the 1970s scrapping his way to become, who he became, but of a big healthcare CEO denying coverage to somebody who they saw on social media, or trying to get on the ladder themselves and feeling like it's just impossible to start a family or buy a house. I think those are some of the concerns that people have. And so when you ask them, do you like capitalism, they're comparing it in their head to some sort of ideal other system. They're not thinking of the Soviet Union or even the high tax rates that someone like, presumptive mayor of New York, perhaps Mamdani would propose. They're thinking about, well, I would love to have capitalism that works a little bit better for me in my circumstance in life.
But isn't that stupidity? So it takes a while to amass assets. It takes years to do it. You know, when I first started out, I rented an apartment. I didn't have enough money to buy a house. Couldn't put a down payment on a house. I had to buy a used car. Okay, I mean, but I accepted it. That's how you start. Let's face it, the U.S. economy is under stress. National debt rising, trade war shaking the markets. And meanwhile, China is dumping the dollar and stockpiling gold. That's why I protected my savings with physical gold and silver through the only dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. And you can do this. Get precious metals delivered to your door or place in a tax-advantaged gold IRA. They'll even help you roll over your existing IRA or 401k, tax and penalty free. With billions in precious metals delivered, thousands of five-star reviews, and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau, you can trust American Hartford Gold as I do. Please call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.